Blessings and Bliss Collective. Welcome to a little bit of light. We are in the midst of a Virgo new moon. And so you guys go back and watch my videos, just a little bit about some things that we could experience during this moon. But like I was telling you, Virgo is your analytical ability, okay? And so I want to get into the Sabian symbols right now. And I want to see exactly what it says for this degree of Virgo. And let me check something really quickly, just to double check, but I believe it was 11 degrees Virgo, and I think 4 minutes. I want to double check the minutes of this moon. Because one thing that I want to do, I'm going to follow the rules, okay? But I do have Uranus in the 4th house, and so I like to break the rules every now and then. And so I want to see if the minutes matter, because astrology is a mathematical process, and it prides itself on accuracy. And so a lot of astrologers will calculate the minutes to get the exact degree and the exact time for the movement of the moon and the sun. And so this moon here, oh man, what did I do? This moon here is going to be July, August, September. It's practically December. Okay. This is going to be, keep missing that one spot. We have a new moon on the 2nd, which was yesterday, but as I tell you guys, 3 days before, 3 days after, you will definitely start to feel the effects of the moon. So 11 degrees and 4 minutes. So that's, if we round it up, that's really 12 degrees, okay? So let's get back into the Sabian symbols. The Sabian symbols, it says that, and this is a book called The Complete Guide to Crystal Astrology, 360 crystals and Sabian, okay? And it says for each astrological degree, there's a Sabian symbol. And the Sabian symbols were delivered into our reality by astrologer Mark Edmund Jones and clairvoyant Elsie Wheeler in 1922. The Sabian symbols are a unique set of 360 descriptive symbolic images derived from an ancient Mesopotamian source through a channeling session. Sabian symbols are most commonly used as a guide in interpretive astrology and oracle divination. There is one Sabian symbol for each of the 360 astrological degrees, therefore one for each crystal element, and therefore one for each astrological numerology section. The suggested reading list at the end of this section will lead you to uncover amazing Sabian symbol truths. Sabian symbols shed light on who we are, where we belong, and how to succeed. Each Sabian symbol is understood from the perspective of our own individual experiences, which allows us to access detailed information about our own expression in this world. Within our personal astrology chart, Sabian symbols are our essence. Individualized interpretation is the beauty of the Sabian symbols. You have the power to take, transform, and understand each symbol as it personally influences you. You can choose to take it to the depths and the heights of its interpretation, okay? So I'm going to give you guys the Sabian symbol for Virgo at 12 degrees. And I'm going to, break it down as best as I can, but just understand that each of these meanings are personal, and you want to use your own intuition to see how it applies to you and your life, okay? And then you guys feel free to contact me, because I have a huge book here, and it goes to every single degree, like I said, 360 degrees within all of the 12 zodiacs, and every single degree within each zodiac, every 30 degrees, every 1 degree within each of the 30 degrees of the zodiac, okay? So it's very interesting. So let's go and see what happens at Virgo 11 degrees. Okay, so I've heard a lot of this, what is going on over there? I've heard a lot of this astrologers using the 11 degree. but it's 11 degrees and 4 minutes. So we can technically round it up to 12. So what I want is for us to observe what happens this week with the other message from the other degree. Okay, so September September 2nd. Okay, so September 2nd falls under Virgo 10 degrees, but you rounded up 1, which is why, give me 1 second. Oh, okay, so they are, okay, right. So they are using 12. So then either way, it'll be, oh yeah, so if I'm doing 12, then I'll have to check 13. So I will check Virgo at 13 degrees because they are using 12. They're using 12 because it's 11. Okay, yeah, I'll swing back on that. I'll do more Sabian degrees. Okay, so it is 11 degrees Virgo and 4 minutes. So they round up to 12 degrees. So in numerology, the number is 162. The Sabian symbol is a bride with her veil snatched away. And I'm going to come back and just read you guys some of the other items. The key word is invitation. Ooh. The key word is invitation. The body part is the abdominal aorta. The crystal element is marcasite. And the message is elect to incorporate lucid thoughts and actions into the everyday. The sun focus is you make a significant difference in people's lives by showing them the way to move forward. And the affirmation is I seek the intimate union between self and the divine. This is a beautiful, this is a very beautiful degree, a very wonderful degree to go within and see exactly where you are supposed to be going, okay? So what do we have? We have a bride with her veil snatched away. What is a bride? A bride is a woman who has a covenant between her and God, okay? And a bride has a veil, and a veil is something that hides and intercedes, okay? And so the veil of a bride allows her to be in constant communion with her divine self, with her divinity. But something snatches the veil away. And the fact that they use the word snatched, you know, lets us know that this was something that was probably not welcomed or not ordained, okay? And so it gives the impression that something is going to be revealed, maybe something that you were not ready to see. Maybe there was some kind of communion that you had, and for whatever reason, you had to now be awakened. You had to be removed from that for some reason. And that's for you guys to interpret as to why, at this point in time, your veil had to be removed. But it doesn't mention who snatches the veil. Okay? But for whatever reason, the veil would be snatched off and you will have to come. I'm getting like a trance. I'm getting like a bride in some kind of communion and some kind of divination. And that's entrancing her as though she's not allowed to see. She's not able to see what is exactly around her. And spirit is like, wake up. You've been in this trance too long and you have not been paying attention to certain things that you need to pay attention to. Okay, it's like you ever seen those movies, like those Chinese movies where the Zen master will go within and then there's all this crisis around them, right? And then their disciples are around like, oh God, please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, right? And then like at the very last minute, he wakes up and starts kicking everybody's ass. Like somebody got too close. Somebody was in a situation where actual consequences could have happened. Okay? Ma'am? Where actual consequences could have happened. Okay? And there was a need, a necessity for the veil to be snatched. All right? So you guys just need to think about that situation in your life. Have you been away too much? Have you been away too long? Is it time to face some kind of reality? Is there some kind of promise that you've had or you've been waiting for that maybe is no longer? Okay? I mean, a bride has a husband. Now, you can be married to the Most High. You know, the Most High has his virgins, that his virgin brides. But a traditional bride is married to a man, is married to a husband, to a groom. Okay? You know, and I don't want to... Who snatched the veil? Okay? Was it the groom? Or was it a sense of reality or a sense of awakening that was needed? All right? So just think about that. But at the same time, there's something serious that there's a more pressing matter than to be in an unconscious state at this moment. There was something pressing in the physical that was needed your attention, that you needed to analyze, that you needed to think critically about. Okay? So you may have been just off in the clouds. Okay? You may have been out in the clouds for some situation, and it's time to get serious about what it is that's going on in your immediate circumstances. Okay? Now, the key word talks about invitation. So maybe there's some kind of invitation. You may invite someone to do something, or someone may invite you to do something. But there's something about an invitation with this moon at this degree. Okay? And again, that gives a point of time. An invitation means that there's something happening in the near future. And so again, you would need to pull yourself out of this trance, to pull yourself out of this meditative state, to participate in what is happening in the present. All right? And then it says you make a significant difference in people's lives by showing them the way to move forward. So as a bride, you've gone within, you have made certain sacrifices, you have set yourself and your goal on reuniting with self, of reuniting with the divine, with divinity. And when you come back and you make that appearance, it's as though you are now able to guide people. You're able to use that inner wisdom that you had, and you're now able to guide people on your journey. All right? And so there's a certain light, there's a certain glowing. This is giving an Aquarius kind of vibe. There's a light and a guide that you will become because of your station, because of your ability to go within. And then it says, your affirmation is, I seek the intimate union between self and the divine. You are intimately united with self, with the divine as a bride. So there's a sense of pride that you need to have with your spiritual reward. There's a reward for your spiritual, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Your diligence, your spiritual diligence. There's now a reward that you have, okay? And it's something that you can get back into, but for whatever reason, you had to come out of it, out of that state for right now, okay? So this is very interesting. So, you know, something pressing happened. Something pressing happened, again, 3 days before or 3 days after this new moon. But there is a gift, and there is an ability that you have. And just remember that you have that ability. You can always go back into that state. But this is like balancing between the two worlds, the yin and the yang. All right. And just knowing that there's a time for everything. And right now, Virgo is an earth sign. So there's a pressing matter right in front of you that you're going to have to take care of. You have to come down from spirit during this transit. Okay. The number 162, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's an Aquarian vibe. Yeah, I felt an Aquarius presence in this energy. Aquarius are leaders. Aquarians are rebels. Aquarians are people who take charge. Okay, and they take charge in the night. All right. Leo on the other side is the daytime. That's your daytime leader. But Aquarians take charge at the night when it's dark, when you can't see. You were there to lead those to the light. The stars in the sky, that's Aquarius. Okay. So, yeah, y'all get some certain things together, and just understand that that's going to be something that you're going to have to deal with. You cannot deal with these things in a spiritual matter at this moment. Understand and have pride that you have that ability, but you're going to have to get some physical, like, you know, karate chopping, ass kicking could be going on right now, okay? But it's an absolute necessity, all right? And it helps your faculties. You have to be well-rounded. You can't be on one side and one person at all the time. All right. So let's look at the next one. And this is just an experiment, you know, that I'm doing, because I'm getting more into channeling right now. And you know, like I was saying, I want us to use more of the right side of our brain. We live in a world that's very left side dominant, very masculine dominant. And so bringing in that feminine aspect, bringing in that intuition, and just letting things come to you naturally is what I want us to work on more, okay? And so Virgo 13 degrees is the next one up. And number 163, 9, 10, that's Uranus. So there could be some kind of Uranus aspect, which is the ruler of Aquarius, okay? But things coming at you sideways, things that are unpredictable, things with electricity, things that are shocking. There could be something shocking you. You might be shocked by something. But it talks about a strong hand supplanting political hysteria. So there could be something with politics this week. There could be some hand behind the scene. Supplanting political hysteria, strong hand. So the strong hand is like, you know, the puppet master. There could be some puppet master behind the scene this week, dealing with politics, and it'll bring about some kind of hysteria. So let's take a look at that in the news. Okay, I'll come back at the end of the week to see if anything in this is significant. If we can use the minutes in the degrees to follow the Sabian symbols, okay? Because it's kind of, I'm assuming it's kind of like when you get into the sidereal or the Western astrology, how you can, if you observe both of them, you can actually see both of them within the transit, okay? So I want to know if we can see both of these. It also talks about the word power. So there could be some kind of power struggle that's going on in your life right now. You may want power. Somebody may want power over you. So take a look at that. The message says high self-esteem and confidence in personal skills supersede fear. Okay. And so, you know, that's taking me back to the message of the bride that I was giving you, how you had the guru in his deep meditative state. Once you remove yourself from that high spiritual essence that you are in, you have this certain confidence. You know, it's like walking through the matrix. You know, you can see every single number, every single angle, and no one can fool you. Okay, so having high self-esteem and confidence in your personal skills will supersede fear. So a regular person might be scared about the situation that they've just come in, but you are one with the divine. You have united with the divine, and you see things differently. You see things from a spiritual aspect, from a higher aspect, all right? And that's what gives you the ability to lead people. And then it says the sun focus, it says your personal power is on show. You have the ability to resolve situations through prudent manipulations. And again, it's like slowing down time. You're able to slow down time and cut through all of these different angles like Neo in the Matrix. Okay? And that is your personal power. That is your gift. You're just allowed to weave through certain situations and not get touched. You're bobbing and you're weaving and you're not getting touched by certain situations because they may think they're coming fast at you, but you already saw them coming. You already saw them coming a long time ago. And so you have the ability to resolve situations through prudent manipulations. Okay? So you move wisely. The veil was snatched off because you are ready. It was time and you are now ready. And you can see what's happening behind the scenes. You see the hand behind the scenes, okay? The affirmation is, I choose to influence others, campaigning for positive change. I choose to influence others, campaigning for positive change. So you will no longer tolerate, you will no longer give any type of attention to negativity. You're on your way up. Well, you just came from up and you know where you are. You know where you want to go back to. And maybe you're here to collect those that are ready to go with you. Okay? But it's a choice. You're choosing to influence others. Okay? It's not about standing still. It's not about going backwards. It's about going forward and finding your tribe. Let's put it that way. It's about finding your tribe and campaigning for positive change. Okay? So this is very interesting. I'm going to take a look in the news. There's a lot going on in the news. I just saw the lady being burned by her boyfriend, the Ugandan woman. And I think that had a lot to do with maybe Mars squaring Neptune in the sky. But yeah, there's just a lot of transits going on now. Uranus just, I think, stationed retrograde. And so that's going to give us a chance to take a look at certain actions that have happened to us in the past and straighten those situations out. Okay, because when Uranus is going forward, it's just a constant motion. It's not easy to analyze at that time. You're just going through the motion. But when planets station direct, you have a chance to reflect. Okay. So I was going to pull one card. Let me see what the Light Seers has to say about this moon. Then I'm going to get up out of here because I got some other stuff I have to do tonight. I haven't used the Light Seers in a while. So, let's see. Spirit, all angels and guides. What is the message for this moon? What is the message for the collective? What message can we channel for them? Temperance has come out. This is a balance between the sun and the moon. Wow, it's like the new moon is in this card. A new moon is a moon where the masculine and the feminine polarities are supposed to come together. They're supposed to mix. They're supposed to be balanced. And there's supposed to be a patience, as though like a truce. If the full moon is chaos, the new moon is a truce. Okay? And so it's asking for some kind of patience in this moon. It's asking for some kind of awareness. And it's also asking for movement. What is that? This is like, there's an angelic presence. This is talking about an angelic presence in this new moon. maybe an angel is the one that's snatching off the veil. But either way, you're protected. Either way, you're protected in this new moon. You're given your powers, you're given abilities, you're given a sense of righteousness. And so a new moon, you know, I normally advise masculine and feminine to come together during this new moon. But this is talking about an angelic union. This is talking about an astral union. So it could be your own feminine and masculine polarities that they're asking to come together right now, not necessarily another person. But there is a angelic presence with you in this moon. 14 talks about Taurus. Taurus can talk about your wealth. It can talk about the things that you need, the things that you have, but also having patience, okay? To be a Taurus, to master Taurus, is to be patient. So, yeah, this is a very interesting card. And then I did see the 5 of Wands over here, so that's Leo. And so this is kind of like calming people down. Like there's a lot of people that are in the mix. There's a lot of people that are trying to influence a certain situation. But you have some kind of patience that has the ability to calm them down. They're not able to do the things that they're trying to do with this new moon energy. And then the 4 of Swords is here, so that's Taurus again. And this is talking about maybe taking some time out for yourself, the ability to rest. There could be some kind of regrets as well. Maybe you guys are crawled up in bed, you know, you see that heart there in the picture. So you guys may be having some deep regrets from something. But it also talks about getting rest. Virgo talks about your health, your wellness, your hygiene. This may be a time that you need to rest, you need to regroup, okay? Because in the coming near future, you're going to have to make a move. I see someone about to run and hop on a motorcycle, like they got it. Something is coming that this veil was snatched off. So something is coming that you're going to have to take care of, okay? But it looks like first, you're going to have some kind of patience. You're going to have to get some kind of rest because of some kind of regret. But then you're going to have to hit the road. You're going to have to hit the road running to accomplish some of your goals, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. The energy of this reading is... it's a little sullen, especially when the 4 of Swords came out. But there's also a protection. It's like you were in the heavens, you were in the spiritual realm. The angels was like, it's time to wake up, snap out of it. You got a job to do. When you came out, you saw all the chaos and the drama that was going on. And it saddened you and it made you want to take a step back. Okay? It made you feel remorseful. It made you feel regretful. But right around the corner, you have to continue with your mission. You're going to have to continue with your mission and do what you came out of your trance to do. All right? And you're going to have some power. You see what's on his back? Somebody has a weapon. So maybe there's some kind of weapon that you have. But it's gonna give you strength. It's gonna give you a little confidence. So understand what skills you have, what gifts you've been given, hone in on those, and pay attention to that. And then I see the Chariots hiding around here too. So to me, that's the Emperor. This is like an Emperor that's made a decision, an Emperor that's ready to make a move when the Chariot comes out. So something about your transportation that will be needed. Transportation, maybe you need to physically go somewhere to do this task. You may physically have to go somewhere. Is Sagittarius coming up for anything? It's possible, but you may physically have to go somewhere to do this task, okay? But, you know, I just want you guys to remember that you're protected. There is an angelic force around you, all right? So that's a message from Spirit. If you guys made it this far, make sure you like, comment, share, get my readings out there. And you know how it goes. You know the deal. We've been doing this YouTube thing for a minute. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.